Haribol. Thank you, Prabhu.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Gananjana Shalakayam Chaksunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manubhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayarupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadam Tikam Vandeham Shiguro Siyuta Padakamalam Shigurun Vaishnavamsha Shilupam Sagajatam Sagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shilada Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shivishakam Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kantara Da Kantana Mustute Tapta Kanchana Gorangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanuste Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhubhyaiva cham Pachitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaham Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Dishatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Tarashima Bhagavan Ki Jai Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai Nitai Gaura Nandi Hare Hare Bo Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. Before reciting the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead Narayana, unto the Narayana Rishi, the supremest human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Shrinvatam Sakata Krishna Punya Shravata Kirtanam Ridyantasto Yabadani Vidunati Suritratam. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma Supersoul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor and truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his message, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. Nasta prayeshvabhadrishu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavatyuttama-shloke bhaktil bhavati naistiki. By regular attendance in classes of Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental sounds, is established as irrevocable fact. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanandi. Hari Hari Bo.
Haribol.
Can I read first, Prabhu? Because then perhaps I will host a reading session online.
Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you. I'll just read 2 or 3 verses.
Sami Prabhu, please in last summarize some points, because yesterday you have forgot.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, I'll try to do.
So Canto 2, chapter 2, verse. This is what verse, bro?
2 to 25.
25, okay. Tad Vishvanabhim Tvajip Valcha Vishnul Aniyashvam Vilajinat Manaikaham Namaskritam Baramam Vidam Upaichim Kalpayusho Yadvibudam Lamantim. That Vishvanabhim, never of universal personality of Godhead. 2. But Ativaltya, crossing over Vishnu, or of Lord Vishnu, the personality of Godhead. Aniyasa, due to mystic perfection, Vilajena, by the purified, Atmana, by the living entity, Eka, alone, Namaskritam, worshipable, Brahma, Vidam, by those who are transcendentally situated, Upaiti, riches, Kalpa, Ayusha, a period of can you say that number? I'm not very good at number. Solar years. I think it's what is 4. This is 4 billion. Yeah, 4 billion. 300 million. Thank you. Solar years. Yet the place Vibhuddha, self-realized soul, lamented to enjoy. Translation. Purport by His Divine Grace. I see that Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. This Shishu Mala is the pivot for the turning of the complete universe, and it is called the navel of Vishnu, Garbhodakashay Vishnu. The yogi alone goes beyond this circle of Shishumala and attains the planet of Mahaloka, where the purified saint like Brigu enjoyed a duration of life of 4,300,000,000 solar years. This planet is worshipable even by the saints who are transcendentally situated. 26. Ato anantasya mukanalenam dandayamanam sa niksha vishvam what is this? Niliksha vishvam nilyatchi sideshvara yustadishnam yadvaim paladyam tadu palamischam. Oh, very nice. Yum. So Attaha, thereupon, Anantasya of Ananta, the resting incarnation of Godhead, Mukha Analena, by the fire emanating from his mouth, Dandaha, Yumanam, burning into ashes, Saha, Niksha, be seeing this Vishvam, this universe, Nilyati, goes out, Sideshvara, Yustadishnam, airplanes used by the great purified soul, yet the place wherein Palladium, wow, this is 15 billion, right? 480 billion, 15 trillion, okay, 418 billion solar years. Thank you, Jilash Prabhu. That I didn't finish. Sorry, you exalted Paramashtam Satyaluka where Brahma resides. Thank you. Translation: at the time of final devastation of the complete universe, the end of the duration of the life of Brahma, a flame of fire emanates from the mouth of Ananta, from the bottom. He sees all the planets of the universe burning into ashes, and thus he lives for the Satyaloka by airplanes used by the great purified soul. The duration of life in Satyaloka is calculated to 15 trillions 400 billions years. This is I cannot imagine that. Purport.
Hare Krishna, devotee, sorry to interrupt. Actually,
Yeah.
I just saw the latest Veda-based 2019 version, and there the translation of this verse, in the translation of this verse, it was mentioned 311 trillion years, not 15. So the duration of life of in Satyaloka is 311 trillion years.
311.
In the latest translation, it was like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we will check later about this. Thank you, Dhiraj Prabhu. So purport.
One
it is
second, Prabhu. So,
indicated.
Dheeraj Prabhu,
Yeah.
this vedabase.io website is not up to date?
This is, I think, the original Bhagavatam before 1970 version, Sami Prabhu. Is it correct?
I'm not talking about this PDF file. Okay,
Yes,
even when you
Vedavest.io, I think they have original books.
do you
Okay.
mean to say that the website should have been updated as well?
Yeah, in the latest, I am telling about the Vedabase software I have. It is 2019 version. So there it was 311 trillion thus.
Mhm.
The
Then
latest.
then it
Can you
is
share?
totally different even in the database website.
But Prabhu, if you calculate, that is right also, because 311 trillion years, yes. If you calculate that one day, 4 million and 320.
But my database shows the same number.
In Vedabase software I have in Windows,
Hmm.
it is showing 311
Here the
trillion.
number is also different. It says 15.48. In the book, it says 15.40. So they added the 8 there.
Can I
In
share my
fact,
screen? I can
1
quickly
second.
show
In fact,
you.
you look at Sami Prabhu, you look at the translation in your PDF. Okay, there is a bit difference. Okay, that might be a typo in the purport.
I think so.
So you can see here. Hare Krishna. It is like this.
Hmm. Yes, Prabhu. Here they some reason put the age of Brahma.
Yeah, this is the age of Brahma.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Because now there is a verse and this said that we already fulfill half of a day of Brahma. So it's half then this number, if half of this number, that we already pass or half of this number. So this is the day of Brahma, the life of Brahma. So what we have in this verse now, can you show again this verse? This is different.
Yes, Prabhu, in this verse also life of Brahma is mentioned.
Yeah, but it is not said that this is the life of Brahma. It is said that this is the in Satyaloka, the duration of life in Satyaloka.
Yes, Prabhu.
So this is like the habitant there. It doesn't say that, this is like the day of Brahma, because this is completely different number, right? Not the same thing.
Yes, Prabhu. Isn't this like, isn't Lord Brahma's life like shouldn't be 311 here? This is like half of it.
Can we read the purport? Perhaps there is some things in it, right? Well, I don't know. Because now we are speculating. We don't even know what is that. It is indicated herein that the residents of Mahaloka were the purified living entities or demigod possess a duration of life that is calculated to 4,300,000,000 solar years. Okay. Have airship by which they reach the Satyaloka, the topmost planet of the universe. In other words, the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam gives us many clues about a planet far, far away from us, which modern planes and spacecraft cannot reach, even by imaginary speeds. Statements of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam are accepted by great Acharya like Sridhar Swami, Ramanuja Acharya, Vallabhacharya, etc. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu specifically accepts Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam as spotless Vedic authority and as such, no sane man can ignore the statement of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam when it is spoken by the self-realized soul, Srila Shukadev Goswami, who follows the footstep of his great father, Srila Vyasadeva, the compiler of all Vedic literatures. In the creation of the Lord, there are many wonderful things which we can see with our own eyes every day and night, but we are unable to reach them equipped by modern materialistic science. We should not, therefore, depend on the fragmentary authority of materialistic science for knowing things beyond the range of scientific purview. For a common man, both modern science and Vedic wisdom are simply to be accepted only because none of the statements either of modern science or Vedic literature can be verified by him. The alternative for a common man is to believe either of them or both of them. The Vedic way of understanding is, however, more authentic because it... Can you scroll down, please, Prabhu? Thank you. Has been accepted by the Acharya, who are not only faithful and learned men, but are also liberated souls without any of the flaws of conditioned soul. The modern scientists are, however, conditioned soul, liable to so many errors and mistakes. Therefore, the safe side is to accept the authentic version of Vedic literature, like Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is accepted unanimously by the great Acharya. We didn't get any information, but it was the 36th verse, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Just wait one second. I want to check in my Bhagavatam in French.
Prabhu, you can read translation once again.
Yes, at the time of final devastation of the complete universe, the end of the duration of the life of Brahma, a flame of fire emanates from the mouth of Ananta. From the bottom, he sees all the planets of the universe burning into ashes, and thus he leaves for the Satyaloka by airplanes used by the great purified soul. The duration of life in Satyaloka is calculated to 15,400,000,000,000 years. So 2226. I just checked in my Bhagavatam. Yeah, I have the same number in my Bhagavatam in French. I have the same number. I don't know what is the mistake here.
Yes, Prabhu. The Veda-based version has a mistake. It's not 311 trillion because not everyone can live as long as Brahma. It doesn't make sense.
Yes. And you know, this physical book, French version is quite accurate, you know. It's like there's quite no mistake in it, you know. It's like very accurate.
Yes,
So,
Prabhu. So a regular being, not Brahma, some demigod, they approximately in Satyaloka live for 15.4 trillion years. But
yeah,
Lord
I
Brahma,
assume this is the, because it is said that very clearly the duration of life in Satyaloka. So it is not mentioned that this is like Brahma.
yes,
Otherwise, it will say that this is Brahma, life duration of life, but it doesn't specify. So I assume that this is like the habitant there. That will live. This only Brahma can live like 300 billion, trillion, something like that. Only him.
So this concludes that whatever app that Dheeraj Prabhu is talking about is not the latest version. Is my understanding proper?
It's just a
Oh,
mistake in
yeah,
2000.
it's just a mistake because the physical copy that I have in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, you can check in if you have a physical copy of English version. I don't have the English version of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, but the physical copy that I have in French is quite accurate. This is something I can really stand upon because this Bhagavatam in French is like really, really accurate. There was no change in it.
No,
It's like the original.
I understand, Prabhu. The point I am trying to make here is this Vedabase.io website is accurate.
Sometimes there is a mistake in it, bro, in this database. It's not really 100% accurate. This I know.
Yeah, there may be mistakes here and there, but the thing is that is completely maintained regularly. So, in case there are any mistakes found, those things will be corrected immediately because it is the base for our books as well.
Yeah, but you need to report. If
Yes,
if no one reports it, they can't make the change, Prabhu. Sometimes this goes. We are human beings. This goes out of our sign. We need to report the mistake. So if there is some typo, some mistake, we need to report them to them. There is a place where you can contact them.
it's Luvesh Prabhu. If you find a mistake, you contact Luvesh Prabhu. He will make a new book and he will take.
Yeah, but definitely we need to note this verse, but I'm pretty sure that this was like a mistake,
Yes,
like
Prabhu. The mistake was only in the online version of Dheeraj Prabhu.
In
That's what I'm saying.
in Pocket Veda also Prabhu this is mentioned same as here.
Yes, Prabhu. I
in
think
Pocket Vedas is the same, huh? Right?
yeah, this Veda base is the newest one. I think it's the latest edition, translation, like the.
But Dheeraj Prabhu was clear. He said 2019, like
Yeah,
years, like
it
right?
is a
Yeah,
2019 version.
yeah. So this is the old version. We are 2025. This
Yeah,
is
2025.
yeah. So they can make, but then it was new, like it was old version. Perhaps there was some, mistake back then. So now they revisit it. Now they correct the mistake because in the new version there is no like this. This is not the case, right? Because Sami Prabhu was showing the verse in the new version.
Yeah, anyways, 15 trillions and 311 trillions, they are way big
Yeah.
numbers, so doesn't matter.
Yeah. Of course. So the point is that actually Vedabase and the old version makes a mistake, and they can also sometimes make some mistake, even some typo or something like that. We should not bother so much about that. It happens.
Even Luvesh
It's
even Luvesh Prabhu went through the whole first canto, and he said I mixed all the mistakes. Then we were reading his first canto. I was finding mistakes, and I was telling him like 5 I found. So in the whole book, no matter how many persons proofread it, when the book is 10 books long and it's like 18,000 verses, there will be some typos and some placement mistakes. And
of course, Prabhu. Even in the French Bhagavatam, there is some typo,
yes,
but I guarantee you, the translation in French of the Bhagavatam. I don't know who work in this on this, even proofreading this, but it is fantastic. Like, this is incredible. In French language, I said this is incredible work. So all glories to those who did that, because it's phenomenal work, So yeah, sorry for that. We were just trying to clear this. So this is the next verse, right? I read that and then somebody else can read.
8.
Okay, 28. Okay. Tato vishesham pradipatya nirpayas tena denatmanapo naramultilatvalam yutil mayo vayun upecha karim vayuhatmana kamblit blihadatmalingam tataha. Thereafter, vishesham, particularly, pratipadya, by obtaining nilbhaya, without any doubt, tena, by that, atmana, pure self, apa, water, nala, anala, fire, multihi, form, atvalan, by suppressing, jyotirmaya, effulgent, vayum, atmosphere, upetya, having reached there, kali, in due course of time, vayu, air, atmana, by the self, kam, ethereal, brihat, great, atmalingam, real form of the self, malingam. Translation: after reaching Satyaloka, the devotee is specifically able to be incorporated fearlessly by the subtle body in the identification similar to that of the gross body, and one after another he gradually attains stages of existence from earthly to watery, fiery, growing, and hairy, until he reaches the ethereal stage. So now we can see that there is different type of body
Yes, Prabhu.
according to the planets. Purport: anyone who reach the Brahmaloka or Satyaloka by dint of spiritual perfection and practice is qualified to attain three different types of perfection. One who has attained a specific planet by dint of pious activities attains places in terms of comparative pious activities. One who has attained the place by dint of Vilata or Ilanyagaba worship is liberated along with the liberation of Brahma. But one who attained the place by dint of devotional service is specifically mentioned here in relation to how he can penetrate into the different covering of the universe and thus ultimately disclose his spiritual identity in the absolute atmosphere of the Supreme Existence. According to Srila Jiva Goswami, all the universes are clustered together up and down, and each and every one of them is separately sevenfold covered. The water portion is beyond the sevenfold covering, and each covering is 10 times more expensive than the previous covering. The personality of Godhead, who creates all such universes by his breathing period, lies above the cluster of the universes. The water of the causal ocean is differently situated than the covering water of the universe. The water that serves as covering for the universe is material, whereas the water of the causal ocean is spiritual. As such, the watery covering mentioned herein is considered to be the false egoistic covering of all living entity. And the gradual process of liberation from the material covering, one after another, as mentioned herein, is the gradual process of being liberated for false egoistic conception of the material gross body. and then being absorbed in the identification of the subtle body till the attainment of the pure spiritual body in the absolute realm of the kingdom of God. This is so precise. Sridhara Swami confirmed that a part of material nature after being initiated by the Lord is known as the Mahatattva. A fractional portion of the Mahatattva is called the false ego. A portion of this ego is the vibration of the sound, and a portion of the sound is atmospheric air. A portion of the airy atmosphere is turned into form, and the form constitute power of electricity or heat. Heat produce smell or flavor of the earth, and the gross earth is produced by such flavor, and all this combined together constitute the cosmic phenomenon. Extension of the cosmic phenomenon is calculated to be diametrically both ways. This is 4 billion, right? Yeah, 4 billion, 5 million, something like that, miles. Then the covering of the universe begin. The first stratum of the covering is calculated to extend 8 million miles, and the subsequent covering of the universe are respectively of fire, effulgence, air, and ether, one after another, each extending 10 times further than the previous. The fearless devotee of the Lord penetrates each one of them and ultimately reaches the absolute atmosphere where everything is of one and the same spiritual identity. Then the devotee enters one of the Vaikuntha planet where he assumes the exact form of the Lord and engage in the loving transcendental service of the Lord. That is the highest perfection of devotional service. Beyond this, there is nothing to be desired or achieved by the perfect yogi. Jai, so much precision.
Yes.
Haribo, yes.
Wow, this
Also,
broke my brain.
Same Prabhu, same Prabhu. I also didn't understand much.
Actually, I heard this verse not so a few days ago with His Grace Sundar Gopal Prabhu. I watched a lecture. He was speaking in Pondicherry Temple. I think Praveen Prabhu also know this verse. His Grace Sundar Gopal Prabhu quote this verse because he was talking about the transcendental body of the Lord. And he said that actually in every planet they have different form. Like this verse, you can go in the translation, Prabhu, of this particular verse. There is some hairy form and fire form.
This is not hard to understand.
Watery, fairy, growing, and hairy. So and then it reaches to ethereal. So in Brahma Loka, it is ethereal stage. But he said that actually ethereal is not like they are no form, they are form. So that's why the Lord transcendental form is like he had the form actually. It is not like it is ethereal and there is no form. No, it's not like that. They are form. Brahma, had a form, but it's not like us. Definitely not.
But it's a material body of this. But I think
Yeah, of
Brahmas
course.
is a material body. So
Yeah, but it's not like our gross body. His body is ethereal. Like it's not arranged the same way. Like we are like 72% of water, right? Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, and then fire,
Yeah.
and then other things like fire and ether
Our
and
body.
air.
Yeah,
Yeah.
five dimensions.
Yes,
Panchabhuta.
Sundar Gopal Prabhu are talking in question and answer session.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So the body in other planets, of course, is different. For example, those who live in the sun planet, they have some like growing. I think this is growing body, right? This is fire body, you know, that you can adapt in this
Yes, yes.
planet, you know. Just like when you are in another planet, you know, you need some hairy body or fairy body or watery body.
Yes, Prabhu.
So for the ocean, like you know, you need to have other body, you know,
You
to
need a slimy.
even in, yeah, even in our planet, you know, the fish, they have another body, you know, to enjoy in the ocean.
Yes,
We
yes, yes,
can't go
yes.
there, and you know, so
Yes, yes.
Fish body
this is
means
the proof for those science, the scientific. They said that there is no life in other planet. This is nonsense, because even if in our planet there are birds who fly on this up on the sky, so they have body to fly, you know, and to even breathe in high altitude, you know. So there is also body in the sea.
and
You can breathe
desert
in
also.
the water.
Desert.
Yeah, and they're also living in Titi in the some acid, some, you know, they found some living in Titi even some in some worse condition, like some acid,
Yes,
something like
Prabhu.
that.
They even
Yeah.
found
Yes, exactly.
they even found a living entity inside a rock that was completely sealed. They cracked the rock open and there was
Yeah. Yes. I
Yes,
remember
yes.
watching a video about this. And are we talking about the abyssal creature, like, you know, really deep down in the sea, you know? Those creatures who even don't use light, sunlight.
Yeah, they have their
They
own light.
even,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, you see? So they can be like fairy or some, you
rectangular.
know, they can, yeah. So you see, in our planet, in our material world, we see that those manifestation of different kind of body is there. So how can we possibly think that there is no life in this universe? You know, like it's nonsense. This is nonsense.
Imagine
That
having
is a yeah. This one. They have their own bulb
yes,
lantern.
Yes.
Yes,
And in
yes.
this purport, you see how we can become like that, Prabhu, huh? If
yes,
we if we are too much envious of the Lord, he
Yes,
can,
yes, yes, yes.
you know, in Bhagavad Gita 15, 20, 19 and 80, he said, you know, he can put us in various, you know, demonic species, you know, and then there is no way out, you know, we can become like that, Prabhu. And
This looks very
perhaps we
demonic.
were already like that.
This looks very demonic. Just
This
see the
is
face. Just see the face.
care of me, Prabhu.
Oh, this, you know, one time I showed this to my son, and I say, you see, if you don't chant Hare Krishna, you can become like this. He said, no, what? I don't want to become like this, you know. Like, who wants to become like this? This is horrible, bro.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Prabhu, and they only think cheaters. They have to cheat people with the light they have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this was there in a movie actually.
Yes, Prabhu. This is horrible.
So we need to be careful, huh? To not fall into the really
Also the
low
Pausal Ocean
side.
and the Garbhodraga Ocean are they different?
There is some echo. I don't think I don't know. Is there some echo in my voice when I'm talking, or is there
No,
only me? Or...
actually, yeah, my brother is connected, so that's why I could.
Oh, sorry. So I just
Yeah. I think now it is okay. Now it is okay.
yeah. So in the purport, it was said that actually those scientific, they don't know nothing. You know, they just speculate, and they don't even believe in those statements that we are reading now. So this is the main thing. If we don't believe in what you know, the Lord Himself manifests for us, you know, to the Veda come from the Lord. So if we don't even believe in that, then we are doomed, you know. And this is the main thing.
Yes.
We are in the position that we should not, how to say that, like, be shy when we talk about our scriptures. We should, like, be very authoritative and said, no, this is fact. You know, many times I watched Prabhupada lecture and he said this word many times. He said, this is not some story, this is fact. You know, many times he said that. He said, this is fact. And we should, you know, have this confidence, you know, by reading, by hearing. Perhaps, you know, we will become mature enough to have this confidence, to be really not shy about quoting scripture, even to them, you know, and said, no, this is the real knowledge. You know, you need to hear that because this is the real knowledge. You don't have any knowledge, because this make no sense. But hear that, you know, please hear that. This is logical. This makes sense actually. You see? So because every one of us, not everyone, but sometimes, you know, we will be confronted of, you know, with our relative or someone, our friends. He said, "Oh, you are reading this, but this is fairy tales. This is not true," and we have to stand because Bhagavatam and the Lord is not different. So if we don't stand for Him, then we are committing aparad. You know, this is not good. So we should defend Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. We should stand
Yes,
to
Prabhu.
the side of Bhagavatam. This is very important.
Yeah,
I just want to convey this point.
And I think Bhagavatam is also known as the encyclopedia of the world.
Yes,
yes,
yes.
Prabhu. From there you can find all the arguments that because there will be many, like yesterday some person he had complete misconception of this Krishna consciousness. The person is studying all kinds of books, and and he's saying that this Krishna consciousness, if you only take one book, one source, it's dogmatic. He's saying like this is dogmatic. So I had to explain because you know sometimes we might feel like we don't want to argue. Okay, but we have to defend the thing because when there is some argument, sometimes even though it might take some time, if we have the answer, we should give it. If they are not like enviously asking, but we should all the arguments we should defeat them with the Bhagavatam because inside there in the purports and you have all the answers. So you just gotta take the time to find the answer and share to them, and like that.
Yes. Plus,
Like
Yes,
like many scientific terms also there, like the size of the universe is explained, the size of planet Earth is explained.
and you just
Everything like with proper calculations is given.
yes, Prabhu. And to some people, you have to like they take the answer into parts and explain it like slowly. Not that you at one you have to like part by part explain it to them. Not like that you give it in two sentences and wait for them to or expect them to understand it fully. Because some things you just
Yes.
have to go one by one argument by one. Then they at the end they will be quiet. They will realize, oh, this person has much more knowledge than me. He can answer anything that I'm arguing in so many different views. Then they
angle.
usually arguing, yeah, different angles. They realize this person is much more intelligent. Because I noticed this happened with that person also, and then he directly said, "Oh, you are much more knowledgeable than I am in this subject." Usually, at some point, they say this because they realize you are giving so many different answers on that one subject matter, and it all is in line. They get shocked sometimes.
Yes, and it is said actually. I was trying to find it. It's in the introduction of the Canto 1. You know, Prabhupada said that actually, when you study the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, you have all the knowledge to defeat any atheist.
Yeah. It is there in the introduction. Yes, like
Yes,
you
yes.
can all argue. You can protect yourself from the
Yes,
onslaught of
from
non-devotees.
from non-devotee. You see,
Yeah. I
you
remember.
this is very nice. When I read that, I say, oh, this is nice. So actually, if we study carefully and thoroughly, you know, Bhagavatam, we will become really like a good preacher, and we can defeat anyone.
Also, it is very
Actually.
interesting. Also, very interesting. Means
Yes,
Yeah.
I think in Canto 3, when when Vara Avatar appeared, they said that his size was 400 kilometer, his width was 250, like that. All details are given.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes. You know, the dimension, like, I think in the movie they try to do something like that, you know, to make Varaha very big, and even Ilang
Yeah,
Yaksha.
yeah.
You know, when they fight together, well, there is some sequence that we can see that the Lord is gigantic, and even Ilang Yaksha. So actually, in the Bhagavatam, it is the size. This is a proper size. Actually, they were gigantic. Even Ilang Yakashipu, he was gigantic, you know,
Yes,
and
yes.
but the Lord was like something else, you know. But the movie is quite accurate, I think. You
Yeah.
know, for what I saw many times, yeah, it's they made a good job. We can't say that this was
Even the
not a
director
good.
said that he took reference from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam of Srila Prabhupada. He said
Yeah,
those.
yeah, of course, he had to.
Yeah.
He had to.
Hmm.
But yeah, we. I just want to convey this point that we should really not be shy. We are reading something really transcendental, and we should really pay attention of what we are reading. Try to memorize and defeat all those, you know, infertile argument. It has even no basic, you know. They have no base. If they don't read Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, they have no knowledge. They have no knowledge. No knowledge at all. This is the
at
perfect
what
literature.
they say their argument, it sounds like it's really intelligent or something like this, that they have
If
completely figured out your thing and your nonsense. But when you diffuse it in like part by part, then you quickly realize that, or the logic is much more higher than any argument that they can give.
yeah, because we have all the materials to see things through many multiple angles. You see,
Yes,
so this is what will defeat them. They can't go deeper than that. They can't. Like
Yes.
this will break their brain. Like, you know. So
Plus, this
we
knowledge is
have an
perfect, so it is
advantage.
undefeatable. This
Yeah.
knowledge
So
is
we have an
perfect, so there is no
advantage.
like yeah.
It's not only we not depend only on our intellectual. This is not the same thing as them. Actually, the knowledge will come by the spiritual master.
true.
Is the spiritual master will impart the knowledge into us. You know, this is in Bhagavad Gita 4:34. Tadviji pranipatena. You know,
Yes, Prabhu.
this
Yes,
And
yes,
verse.
yes,
why
Prabhu.
Krishna
Yeah,
consciousness are undefeatable, because we don't have to
yeah,
think. Because when
yeah,
someone
yeah,
arguments us, we don't have to think much. We already have the answer ready in,
Yeah,
yes,
already have
yeah,
it. But when
yeah.
some speculator gets an argument, he has to spend hours to think about it first. And
Yes.
Yes, this is what I try to convey. That actually, we just need to be connected, to remain connected to the Palampala. And to
yes,
remain connected to the Palampala, we need to follow the regulative principle that Srila Prabhupada left for us, you know, the process. If we don't follow that, then we are breaking the rules, right? We are disobeying. Yeah.
we
If
are
we
not different
disobey
than, yes,
spiritual master, then we cannot be connected to the Palampala. So even ISKCON devotee and those who offend Srila Prabhupada, that's why they can't really connect. You know, when you are giving some argument, even if His Grace Prasanna Gopal Prabhu is preaching to them, they can't. They can't defeat him. They can't even, because they are not connected to the Parampara. He is. So he's way more advanced than us, than them, when he is preaching, because he will get all this knowledge from Prabhupada directly, you know, in the moment. Like there is no even slightest second, you know, like this is immediately. When Prabhu think, okay, I need to go there, he will immediately go there. This verse. There's so much thing. They can't. Even ourselves, we can't even, cope sometimes with Prabhu when he begin to go everywhere. We can't. His brain is like working too fast.
Yes, Prabhu.
And you can see that this is not normal, like intellectual reflection. This is
Yes.
not normal. This is transcendental. He's getting knowledge from higher sources. You can see, because this is too quick. And even him sometimes in a lecture he said, "Oh, my brain is I'm too quick for you. You can't."
Yes,
You
Prabhu.
can't cope with me. You know, those who are in try to search the verse, they are not too, but I think they are qualified. You know, they can search the verse very quickly. But this is because Prabhu is way too advanced. You know, he can go everywhere. He has no restriction.
Yes, Prabhu.
He
Sometimes
knows everything.
such questions suddenly, everyone will go quiet. There will be all the seniors also, the very
Yeah,
senior will be quiet. It's not actually too complex question, but it's suddenly it's like that no one will have like the proper on pinpoint answer, and then slowly it comes. Then someone will have it. But
Prabhu, this is like when you are, I can say that when you are shocked, like sometimes you are shocked and you need sometimes to figure it out what happened. Like sometimes someone is like Prabhu will go very high in his platform, you know, I don't know where, transcendental, you know, and he will say something simple yet, but you try to catch. Your brain is trying to catch where Prabhu went, you know, and you need some time, Prabhu. Like even senior, you know, they need some time to catch because Prabhu went already so far away.
yes,
You know,
Prabhu.
this is like this. He had some advance, like you need some time. The brain needs some time to catch because we are not in that level yet. You
Yes, Prabhu.
see, and that's why he needs to adjust. Sometimes he adjusts. You know, he said, "Okay, you know, I'm going too quickly. I'm too quick now." You know, and he said, "Okay." He he he, he lowered his standard. You know, he just uh, being he's not doing the same the lecture anymore. He is. You know, just like Prabhupada, sometimes he's going to explain something very detailed about something, and all of a sudden, perhaps he noticed that, oh, he went too far away, and then he adjusts his level, you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhupada is doing that in every lecture. Sometimes he's about to say something like very transcendental, like, you know, you will break your brain in it, you know, but then he come back to the original, you know, lecture, like very simple, you know, you all can understand. Because this is where Uttamagically, you know, they need to adjust, they need to lower the standard and go to Madhyamagically to preach because Uttamagically cannot preach. You know, they
Yes,
they are
Prabhu.
too high. Yeah.
He
So
has to
I'm
really,
sure that,
but no
you
one can.
know, yeah, His Grace Sundar Gopal Prabhu already in that stage, Prabhu. Yeah, I'm I'm 100% sure, you know, it's not like I want to speculate in, but he's already up there, you know. He's seeing Krishna. He's already up there, Prabhu. You can't say someone gives so much insight in such lecture and so quick. His brain is like he's old, Prabhu, and his memory is like outstanding. Like you know. So this is why when we are connected to the parampara,
Yes,
immediately, you know, we have knowledge. Immediately, there is no latence. There is no like, no, you need to think. No, you don't need to think.
Prabhu, that because also we need. They don't really need memory even, because all their thoughts and
Yeah.
everything already.
Yes. Yeah.
But we need memory. We need to remember these things because we are always in some other thoughts. Then we remember. But they are not in other thoughts, so they don't have to remember because they are always thinking about those
But
things.
but Prabhu, I'm sure that you already experienced this when you are preaching. Sometimes you don't even think, Prabhu.
Yes,
And
Prabhu.
some verse come in your mind and even the Sanskrit of it, and you just preach to that person, and then you say, whoa, I didn't even revise this verse, and something would just come off my mouth like this. Why?
Yes.
Sometimes I just remember the whole Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, the whole Sanskrit, and I say, why? All of a sudden, I just remember those verses, about the soul, about everything, and I say, wow. I didn't revise, I even forget those Sanskrit, and now all of a sudden I know, because at that moment I was connected.
Yes,
I
Prabhu.
was connected because I wanted to preach. I wanted to, and it was not moved by some motivation, material motivation. No, it was unmotivated. I wanted to please Prabhupada. I just wanted to do my duty, to preach. And you are connected. Srila Prabhupada is imparting knowledge into you like this, and you are, you know everything actually. Every question that the person will throw at you, then you will have the response, and you will say, "Wow, what is that?" What is?
Yes,
And then
Prabhu.
they will go silent. They don't know how you have those knowledge. This knowledge. They will be bewildered. Yeah, this is the word. They
For
will
them,
be bewildered.
they think the arguments are endless, but you see that it's something small, that the capacity of their
Yes.
argument is really small. Whatever the
Yeah.
biggest give, it's really small. But in their mind, they see that, oh, the arguments that I can give is endless. So the
Yeah, it's not comparable, Prabhu.
funny.
Yeah, they are not in that platform. So yeah, we can see that this transcendental knowledge is not about intellectual capacity. It's not about that. It's about following strictly what the spiritual master
Mercy of the spiritual master.
give.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Yes.
instruction. So if you are following the process properly, then those transcendental knowledge will be revealed to you.
Yes,
Will
Prabhu.
be revealed to you. So now
Yes,
we
yes,
are
yes. I
practicing
think that is a
sadhana
verse also.
bhakti. So we force ourselves to do the process so that we can attain this platform when this knowledge will be revealed to us. And then it's finished. Then of course, we keep reading again, because actually when we are advanced, we will take pleasure to hear Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Only at that time we will take pleasure.
Yes,
It will
Prabhu.
be a real pleasure to hear again and again and again the transcendental pastimes, everything of the Lord.
Yes, Prabhu. And
So
there's anxiety also, that you don't want to forget the things. So that also,
yes,
because
yes,
if you forget, then how you're gonna explain to others? And when someone asks you, one day you don't know suddenly anything. So sometimes I'm like anxious of this, that I don't want to forget, because I know it's not me, and I know it's only because if Krishna is pleased, I can give some answers. But then
yes.
I'm sometimes anxious that, oh, if one day nothing comes to my mind, what will I do?
Yeah, but is the remembrance, the forgetfulness, and the knowledge, right? In the Bhagavad Gita 15:15, he said that
Yes, yes,
Krishna is the knowledge, remembrance, and forgetfulness. So, Prabhu, actually, like I said, the main thing is to remain connected to the Parampara
yes,
by
Prabhu.
trying to follow the instruction of the spiritual master. And then
Yes, yes.
the spiritual, realized soul, it is said in the 444, everything, 34 Bhagavad Gita, everything is said there, that he will impart the knowledge to us, when we will be connected to him, really, like we will follow his instruction 100%. Then just like his grace Sundar Gopal Prabhu is doing, even his grace Tadvavid Prabhu and Imanita, we can see some that
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are on the zone. They are in a zone, like transcendental zone. Like, okay, now you can throw any question you want. They will reply to every and pinpoint everything.
Yes,
You
Prabhu.
know,
Yes, bro.
and without even they are even trying. You're like, this is coming so naturally. So we need
Even
to
even Srila Prabhupada, when
work
he
on
used to
that.
give lectures, he used to remember all the verses and speak it
Yeah,
immediately.
Yeah, because we will also be able to, and we are sometimes, like I said, sometimes when we are preaching, we will, even if it is for a short period of time, but we can remember the verse that we already forget. Few days ago, a few months ago, we already forget that verse, but in that moment for preaching, we will remember that. Why? Because Prabhupada is satisfied with you. We are preaching. So he will impart the knowledge to you so that you can take the credit. you can preach, So this is the main thing, to satisfy the spiritual master. And then he can impart the knowledge to you, no problem. But we need to make sure that we are doing the right thing. We are following his instruction, like we are reading, we are chanting, everything. And then, of course, if we need some knowledge, the spiritual master, if you are connected, then you have all the knowledge you want. You have all the knowledge you want, even more than that. Prabhu can talk for many hours. You will never be tired. So, yeah. Sorry for delaying this reading session. I didn't
No
intend.
problem. This was really nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Sometimes we need to do that also. It's part of the reading session.
Yes, Prabhu.
We don't need only to read and don't understand what we are reading, actually. So thank you very much. I just leave now. Thank you very much for your precious association. Vanchakalpatarubhyacha kripasindubhyevacha patitanam bhavanibhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha.
Dhanam Pavane, Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha.
Jai Shila Prabhupada.
Jai. Okay, now we read six Astakam prayers. And the khichdi turned out really good. Haribol. I didn't yet. It's soon I'm gonna offer it, but the cooking process was really good, even without moong dal.
You finished, Prabhu?
What, Prabhu?
Have you got it?
Yes, Prabhu. I just did it with the rice. I just added double rice and without moong dal, and it came out the same looking.
What was it, this, Prabhu? What was it, this?
A beetroot khichdi.
Oh, khichdi. Khichdi.
How you
Okay.
say it correctly? I think there is so many different ways.
Yeah, khichdi, like in Bengali style, they make it in a different way.
Some say
It is
some say khichdi, which is the
khichdi. Actually, we call it khichdi. Khichdi.
yes, Prabhu. This is
It's
another
in Bengali. In Bengali, it is we call it khichdi.
yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Okay, let's chant the six Astakam. Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavamahadavagninirvapanam Shneyah Kairavachandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamritasvadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam.
नाम्यामकारि बहुधा निज सर्वशक्तिस्तत्रार्पिता नियमिता स्मरणेन काल एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन्ममापि दुर्दैवमिदृशां भाजनिनानुरागा
Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishnuna Manina Manadena Kirtanya Sada Hari.
न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीशकामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवदाद्भक्तिरहैतुकी त्वयि
Ainandatanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishame Bhavam Buddho Kripaya Tava Pada Pankaja Stita Duli Sadrisam Vichintaya.
नयनङ्गलदश्रुधारया वदनं गद्गदहृदया गिरा पुलकेर्निचितं वपु कदा तव नाम ग्रहणे भविष्यति
Yuvayitam nimishena chaksushesha pravishitam shuniyayitam jagat sarvam govinda virahenam.
Aslisya padaratam pinastu mamadarsanan marmahatam karotu va yata tata va virata tulampato matprananatastu saevana paraha. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious.
O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings. And thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, we have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of your kindness, you enable us to easily approach you by chanting your holy names. But I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them.
One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly.
Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth.
O son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. Somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from this ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet.
O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love, flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name?
O Govinda, feeling our separation, I'm considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I'm feeling all vacant in the world in your absence.
I know no one but Krishna is my Lord, and he shall remain so, even if he handles me roughly in his embrace, or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he is always my worshipful Lord, unconditionally.
Hari Bol, Shri Siksastakam ki jai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai.
Jai.
Janma Karayadi Shravana Kirtan Tabutana Paya Krishna Pade Premadan. If one is infested with the 10 offenses in the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, despite his endeavor to chant the holy name for many birds, he will not get the love of God. That is the ultimate goal of this chanting. The 10 offenses against the holy name are as follows. First offense is to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord.
To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu.
Third offense to disobey the order of spiritual masters.
Fourth offense, to blaspheme the Vedic literature or literature in pursuance of the Vedic version.
Fifth offense to consider the glory of chanting Hare Krishna to be imagination.
To give some interpretation on the holy name of the Lord.
To commit sinful activities on the strength of holy name of the Lord.
To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, Karma Kanda.
To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name.
To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy names and to maintain marital attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. Let us offer humble obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They can fulfill the desires of everyone just like these are trees, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhuvacha paitaram pavanaya